Do you want your ex to suffer? Well, some of you probably do, but I know most of you probably don't. Either way, the fact is, if they broke up with you, unless they're in pain, they are not going to reconsider their decision. It's been shown that people will do more to avoid pain than to gain pleasure. So, how can you know if your ex is also suffering? Well, stay tuned and you'll find out. Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back or to get over your ex. And welcome back, my beautiful no contact army. Have you been a good little soldier? If you have, then you've downloaded my app Silencio. People actually say it helps them during no contact just to see the days going by. So the link to that is underneath every single video and podcast. And if you too would like to join the No Contact Army, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and you're in. And to read our manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com, where you can read 2 free chapters before you purchase the book. So, keeping in mind what I just said about people doing more to avoid pain than to gain pleasure, here's a comment that someone wrote underneath one of my YouTube videos that will illustrate what I'm talking about. Okay, so they said, my ex jumped into a rebound and continues to ring and text. By ring, they mean call, for those of you who don't know. I never answer or initiate contact. All I do is ring back, but put the phone down before she can pick up, and then fall back into no contact. And I go, why are you ringing back? Especially like calling back and hanging up. Like, what is this? And they go, well, just to show I'm not ignoring her. Nobody likes to be ignored. However, what she's doing is breadcrumbing, and I'm very close to blocking her so I can move on. And I said, every time you call back, you're breaking no contact. And yes, I know no one likes to be ignored. That's the whole point of no contact. You know, people come up with all kinds of wacky ideas and theories as to how they should handle no contact in order to get their ex back. And you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just need to listen to people like me who know what they're doing and who've helped people get their ex back. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way. Your ex will not be suffering if they know that you're still focused on them to the point where every time they call, you call back, even if you hang up on them, which is crazy. Well, not hang up on them, but just hang up. It's like, yeah, she doesn't want to be ignored, and that's why you got to ignore her. You got to cause pain. You got to cause suffering. When you're in no contact, you are giving your ex the time to face the consequences of their actions, meaning they ended the relationship. They broke up with you. Before they broke up with you, it was just a concept in their mind, but now it's actual reality. They wanted you out of their life, at least romantically, and voila, you're out of their life. And when someone breaks up with someone, it doesn't always feel the way they thought it would feel. They thought they would be happy, and yeah, they may be happy for a bit until they're not. And your silence is what is going to make them doubt their decision. And that's when the pain and suffering starts, which is why it's so important to get into no contact and stay there. And that's why I'm so adamant about not breaking it. And if you're anxious and can't control yourself and you want to reach out, then what you should be doing in no contact is working on your attachment style. You should be focused on you. That way, whether they come back or not, at least you'll have moved to a more secure attachment style. Now, keep in mind that they can't question their decision if they know that they can have you back at any time. It's only when they realize that you're gone that they'll ask themselves if they made the right decision. And even if your relationship was toxic, which most relationships aren't, there will still be something that they'll miss, or many somethings. If you were together for years and years, there's a reason. You weren't together and miserable the whole time, hopefully. So there's going to be a lot of positive things that they'll miss, even if they decide to break up with you. So when you do no contact, you give them the gift of feeling the same separation anxiety that you're feeling. So, what are some signs that they're missing you and that they're in pain? Well, I will give you a couple of them. If your ex is looking extra happy on social media, if it appears that they're exaggerating their happiness, then they're probably in pain. And they may be trying to convince you that they're happy after the breakup, or maybe they're trying to convince themselves, or both. But either way, it's usually a sign that they're suffering. Otherwise, why would they need to exaggerate their happiness, right? Confidence is quiet. The quietest person in the room is the most confident person in the room. The loudest person in the room is the most insecure person in the room. So by exaggerating their happiness on social media, they're not being quiet. They're being very, very loud, which shows that they're actually not that confident in their decision. And it shows that your ex is still concerned about what you think, which means that they're not 100% sure about the breakup. Otherwise, why would they care about what you think? Why would they care about showing you how happy they are? They would just be busy being happy. And then another sign is that they actually tell you that they miss you. And when they say, I miss you, that doesn't mean I miss you and I want to get back together. They're just saying they miss your absence and your energy. They're missing you in that moment. And they're hoping that you'll respond and reassure them that you miss them too, and you're still there for them. But if you do that, you'll relieve their pain. And again, without pain, they won't have an incentive to come back. And I've actually done a whole video on how to respond to the I miss you text with about like 40 different responses you can give. And I'll put the link to that in the upper right-hand corner on YouTube. So as you continue to stay in no contact, they're going to be concerned that you replace them or will be replacing them sooner rather than later. They thought you would reach out at some point since that's what most people do when they're dumped, right? So they're going to figure that you've accepted the breakup and are looking for a replacement. Or you already found one. Yes, I know they wanted to break up, but everyone has an ego, and no one wants to think that their ex has found someone else, especially if they themselves have not found someone else. That's why after about 30 days, you want to do the 2-drink or 2-plate trick, where it clearly shows that you're out with another person, obviously, but they don't know if it's a date or if it's family or if it's a friend. So don't show the person, just show the drinks. You can show a body part, an arm, a leg, or you can even post a group photo and make sure that you're standing next to someone hot. That way they can wonder what's going on. So if they're already having doubts about the breakup, this is the thing that could break them and finally make them reach out to you. Even if you don't get an overt reaction, trust me, it affected them on some level. Someone can break up with you and still be upset that you're moving on. Both things can be true at the same time. Remember, when it comes to matters of the heart, there's no logic involved. So be sure to cause your ex pain if you want them back. Okay? Now I want to hear from you. How long have you been in no contact and how is it going? And in the meantime, if you would like my help to get your ex back, you can contact me at theartoflove.net/coaching. We will send you the rates. They're not on the website, and I don't have a schedule on the website. You get concierge service with me. You get the personal touch. We respond to your email and guide you through the process. It's not automated. I believe in the personal touch. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to this as a podcast, please rate and review. And finally, remember, love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.